Hi everyone, we are back again with the Lounge Podcast. We are on episode 4 and I'm with my sweet husband. Hi babe.
Hello, sweetheart. How is it?
I'm alright. Don't mind Huku. We are in the gateway. So we have two topics that I'm going to discuss for this episode. We have the long-term effects of the festive season. What do you think?
About this one? Yeah, this is a serious case because if you take a look at this time of the season, there's more money in the streets. People are spending more. The parents or guardians are not having so much grip on the kids, and even the adults they end up doing a whole lot of things. You know,
People are enjoying themselves. They've been working for the past year, entire year. They will be working, so definitely people will need to spend during this festive season with their friends and relatives,
yeah, that's true. But you have to enjoy responsibly.
if you say so.
You have to enjoy responsibly because it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot. Imagine the pasas, the Christmas parties, drugs and alcohol will be everywhere. So you just need to enjoy very responsibly. I remember the other day you were telling me about a marriage that started on Christmas Day.
It actually did. It's my uncle.
You see? So imagine you haven't planned for anything like that and boom, you're married.
So what these guys did is that it was on a Christmas day. I think they were having sex or something. I don't know, but I just know Wanga Waka ran on the 25th. Around 3, the mother came in and she said, "You're now married, you guys, so I don't want you to come to my house." And that is how their marriage started. But we also have unwanted pregnancies that can happen during these times. People will be drunk and a whole lot of things can happen, unprotected sex and all.
Imagine Aztecs September babies. It actually means people had sex in December or in January. That's what it means. So
So
imagine.
are we saying people are not supposed to have sex in December?
No, we're not saying that, but you're saying people need to behave responsibly. Most of those times, this
So
is
you're actually saying people are supposed to have protected sex during December. We mean the ones that are not married.
the ones that are not married actually need to do it responsibly, not first timers. Because for first timers who get to have sex because of the festive pressure and festive happiness, in most cases, it's going to be a baby. In most cases, have you ever seen what actually happens on New Year's Eve or what happens on Christmas parties?
Yeah, I've seen. I think down there in I don't remember the street. We saw a lot of guys, young people doing a lot of stuff. And it's like, yo,
Now imagine alcohol, they'll be under the influence of alcohol and drugs, which they don't normally do during the year, but the
maybe what can be done for to avoid those teenage pregnancies, parents should be on the lookout during this time, because sometimes, especially in US, if we say we're outside, we're just waiting for 12 midnight, and then they go somewhere else, they start having sex. So maybe parents can also look out when it comes to that.
who's going to be on the lookout?
The
The parents
parents,
will also be drunk, especially in this case.
that is if they are not responsible.
Hawana kwasitoro wamakulayo wangu
That depends with the family. Imagine my family, you won't be allowed even to go far. After a few minutes, you'll be called out so that you come
because
and meet them.
they know these things happen. And some of the guys will be counting all year, kabebe keke, and they go to work. The moment they get a chance, that time,
Hmm.
it's a hit. Whatever happens after that, to be stored for another day.
Even the girls can be targeting a guy to say that if I hit that one, then I'll say the pregnancy is yours. It's another thing. We
Mm.
also have accidents during
Didn't see
that.
that one coming.
Which one?
The point you said, like a girl targeting a guy, so that
Yeah, it happens. You don't know about that. I'll say that, okay, I like this guy. and I'm already pregnant. We have sex during that time, and probably in January I'll say the pregnancy is yours. How can you deny yet we had unprotected sex?
Okay, okay.
So during this time we also have high rate in terms of accidents.
People will be
There was
overexcited,
some
speeding.
people will be over speeding. We have people will be driving without licenses. We have people will just be excited of driving a car. You know, you have uncle visits with a nice car, and then you just say, okay, just go to the shops and get something. You then go to town.
Elvis, my baby, you have to say that.
I remember you once
Today
came
I'm
to
just
see me
driving.
with,
With what?
I think it's an extra. I don't know who is the owner of that car, but and you have to notice this. This is something else. You were around 4 5. I think you were 4 5. You were not two. Probably. If you say three, but I don't remember. You're around 4. But you came to see me.
Actually, was it
Maybe,
during Christmas New Year's and Christmas Eve?
maybe I'm just saying. Maybe you were told to go in town and get something, but you calculated. I'm like, okay, Greendale is just 5 to 10 minutes away from town. Let me just go and see my girlfriend so that she sees that I'm driving an extra.
Okay, you got
So
me
you
there.
you want you probably wanted to speed up so that you are
I
back
mean, like
home
back
on
and forth
time.
in time. Okay,
Yes.
I do get the
So
idea.
then you overspeed during
Hmm.
the festive season. That is where the risk is. You'll be overspeeding, then you end up having accidents.
Yeah, that's very true. Because the hype, mostly people be under the influence, the pressure. So you just end up getting into those things, probably, and it will be a lifetime issue. Probably someone dies instead of enjoying the festive season. You're now attending a funeral,
Hmm.
and you actually have a permanent injury for life. Or,
Imagine the damage if the car is not yours, and
or
mostly if you're not responsible, the car is not yours. Because
yeah,
if you bought the car with your own hard-earned money, you won't overspeed.
you'll be
Imagine
responsible.
the way I'll be driving. I'm like, oh, a scratch. Then it's not yours. You are overspeeding. You are just driving recklessly. You know what happens. And you are of the idea of the Shitzinga. I don't
Yeah,
know. But then we sometimes as Africans we just blame Shitzinga. But sometimes it's just our irresponsibility.
yes.
Like I
There are
would
two
just
things
give
involved in this case. Yeah, sometimes it's being irresponsible.
and then
Sometimes they would actually, what happens with Africans and they work all year round, and by the end of year they start doing things, cars, marriages, kunorora, stains, etc. They'll start making moves that time. So if people now actually know that you have done something, that will be the actual time for them to strike. That's what happens.
yes, I do understand that. But okay, maybe unenge uchionererwa. Let me put it this way. You were struggling back then and you were working hard to get a car. Before you even come with the car, you start telling your relatives, I bought a car from the statuses to the Facebook to Instagram, everywhere is that car. Then you come, you are drunk, you'll
Yes.
be driving up and down so that people see you that you have a car. You get to be involved in an accident, you blame Shitzinga. Yes, Shitzinga is there. We have people here who taught you, if you do something, they will make sure they do something so that you are down.
Yeah, that's true. Those are two things. But we should actually learn to celebrate each other.
Yes, we do celebrate, but the way you'll be doing it, from walk Ganza, and then there is a go way park when I'll be saying, okay, walk Ganza, let's see where it leads you, and then boom, you're back to basics.
Okay.
Then we have overspending.
Stress and overspending. Okay. Yeah. Because obviously, if I work way around
I
it,
wouldn't put it as stress.
stress,
No.
pressure.
Can it be? I would go with overspending, yes. But we all know that December we have holidays. It's probably a week so that you relax, you spend time with your family. Imagine you're working outside the country and in December you come, you don't have anything for us to spend. We don't have anything to even eat. We expect you to bring something when you come back, right?
those are expectations. But let's be honest. You're now an adult. We are now adults.
That is the reason for us working, so that we spend the money with our families.
But how much do we have to spend? Can we actually
That
think?
is now a point.
Can we look? Are we actually doing justice for both our parents when it comes to these festive season things? We are not, right? But we are trying. It's not enough. Now imagine you actually have nothing to show for it, but you have to attend a family gathering, and you know your siblings have cars, you have kids, marriages, and you're failing.
Then run around,
Run around.
do something.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Go around to buy beers. You'll be sent. Oh, definitely you'll be the one to be sent to buy because you don't have man.
But okay.
Then you do that and you just go back and work harder next time. Opportunities comes in different ways, but we can't say it's stress. It can't be stress. You should be motivated. You should be happy for your brother, your siblings doing well in life.
Yes, right. That's being.
If then you are stressed because you're going to see them with their own things.
Wait. That's a very good statement, right? Now look at this. We go to a family gathering, right? Everyone involved. We have everyone doing better than us, right? And we are there. We are watching. We can be happy for them. That's very true. But at the same time, how are we going to feel about ourselves? Like leveling up.
That's now a problem. It's probably, what do you call it?
No.
Yes.
No.
Because if my siblings are doing well,
yes,
and we are at a family gathering,
yes,
definitely they'll say, "Oh, my little sister is not doing well in life. Maybe give me your papers. Let's try to pull something for her."
That's actually not practical.
It is actually practical. It is, because if you're then saying I am stressed, the next thing will rumba because you want to sort of compete with them. That's not stress. You go there, you see your people, your relatives doing well. Can you help me out so that at least I can have something to feed the family or help you with startups? We are talking about normal families here.
Yeah, normal families. That's why we're saying probably, most people even complain, good, it's been 3 years since I gave my uncle my CV. It's been 3 years since they asked me what you're doing at college.
That's an abnormal. Probably the uncle did some rituals. But we are talking about a normal family. I'm the only one who's not doing well. We go to a family gathering. We see uncles, brothers doing well. Then maybe on their own they'll say, you know what? Give me your papers. Let's try something. Do you have a license? We can help your husband. Do you have this? Then they help you. But if you feel like it's stress, then probably only go.
Okay, then we have those other guys again. Now you're saying who actually come.
Is that window safe?
Yeah, it's okay. We have those guys again who actually come to overspend, to actually show off now.
That's not showing off.
No, that's show off.
Probably they have more money than you think they have. There is not show off. If you feel like someone is doing show off, it means you are poor. Definitely. Because, okay, to me, if I spend $1 to buy roasted maize, which is something that I like, to someone who doesn't even have money, I'm overspending. If I buy a bag for $10, to me, that's what I can afford. But you find out someone buying the same bag, but with probably it's original, for $160 to $200. Is that overspending? Is that show off?
Wait.
I don't have. You don't have, and you feel intimidated. You feel like someone is overspending. They are not.
We are now at a Christmas gathering, right? You're changing clothes 3 times or 4 times.
All right. I only want to give you an example of someone who stays close to us. Imagine the times she just get in, come back, she changed clothes, gives the maid, and is outside. You have the clothes. Probably you feel like, okay, how many times have I changed today?
That's show off.
How many times have I changed?
No, we are not at a family gathering.
Yes, even if we're at a family gathering, I'm feeling uncomfortable with this skirt that I'm wearing. I changed it to a dress. I changed 3 times.
At an event. at a family
Today,
event.
we are talking about us.
And no,
It's
actually saying
normal to me because I'm just looking for
that's show
something
off.
that is
Then okay, okay, fine.
not
We need to buy something here. We need to buy beers, right? Now that we need to buy beers, can we have 20 bucks? The,
each.
20, no, just 20 bucks. Someone needs to buy beers. Then someone actually pulls 1,000 bucks from the pocket to pull out a 20 beers.
Come on, that's not realistic.
Those things happen.
Maybe I
Those
don't
things
I don't
happen.
I don't think that is something that is unless Mariria Kurumba, because
No, people do
we
that.
have situations like we are gathered here and we say, all right, we need to buy beers.
Yes.
It's the crate is, I don't know, probably $20. So can we do $5 each? And then we have someone who say, instead of let me just give you $100. Is that show off?
Thank you, right?
Is that
Thank you.
show off?
It's not show off, but actually pulling 1,000 bucks of around 20 bucks, right?
Maybe
And
that's
you
the
pull out a
beer that
20.
okay, maybe okay,
Are
we
you
are
getting
talking
my
about
point?
yes, I
It's
do
not
get
about,
your point.
you can actually pull a 20 bucks from your pocket. That's okay.
But
You cannot pull out the whole thousand in $20 notes,
if
then
you
you pick
feel
a
it
20 to give.
okay,
That's not
you're
okay.
saying I pulled $1,000,
Yes.
then I look for a $20 to give.
Yes.
I have the money. I'm looking for the
That's
$20.
show off.
It's
For us,
not.
we have about $50 notes in our pocket. That's all of it, plus transport of going back home and other logistics. What are we going to think about it? That's show off, and they're going
All
to
right,
give us
I have
pressure.
my sister who is in States. So when she came, she was holding a handbag, and after washing her hands, she would put the handbag and look for what do you call it? Hand cream.
Yes.
To me, it was, Sissy, what are you doing? It's kind of show off. I think that is the point that you're making. To
No.
someone, it's just, I'm just looking for the loose. To you, it's normal if you're looking for a coin when you pull your $10, $20. To someone, it's show off.
I don't do that.
That's you. We
I
are
don't do
talking about someone who doesn't think in that way.
that.
Anyways, we have family tensions now.
This one's the serious one. And actually, I want you to look.
I think it's now linked to what you were saying. Show off that gets to family tension because you and me are poor, and then we get to someone who pulls $100 to look for 20 bucks, and then we will say it's also tiri poor because we are garomba and probably he used us.
Yeah, those things do happen.
Instead, they would tip that $1,000 so that we start up
No,
something
no, we are not
he's
after
busy
their
doing.
money. We are not after their money. They just
That
cannot
is
pull
where
a
this
thousand bucks to give people a
and
20
that
or
is
to
where
use
the
a 20.
tension starts.
Besides that, okay, fine. I have this issue like with my sisters, right? Do you know every time most of them meet, we go to a gathering and stuff, there's this, I don't know, is it a culture or is it a tendency? They steal each other's clothes.
That's a bad habit.
They steal each other's clothes. Not because they don't have, no, it will be more like revenge. You did this during this year, and I'm actually revenging.
I
An
know of
event
some
doesn't
relatives
actually.
of mine who actually does that. You don't even give them your stuff. You never took any of their stuff, but you see her wearing your jacket. My husband bought that for me. I'm your sister. Yo, 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 yo.
If you actually see them, you'll be lucky. You actually see after a few months
Sometimes you
that
see the pictures.
something is actually missing now. But here's the case: if you actually take other people's clothes, you should not be offended when it happens to you, right? So these are the minor issues. But look at this now. We get to these cases, and families who try to handle issues via WhatsApp. So people
Mhm.
end up saying a whole lot of things on WhatsApp, and you get to meet at a family gathering. Someone will be carrying that grudge. You said this on WhatsApp, there will be a whole lot of fights at an event.
Sometimes not physical fights, you know. You said something about me, and now we are in a family gathering. You expect me something bad about me. You expect me to smile. I won't smile, and even if we hold the same plate, I'll just say deepe because you and me are not.
But we're family. Like, look at those things. The other guys who go to their rural areas, like, you sold my cow, you planted my land. Those issues are now serious. People having a fight, a physical fight. It's okay.
Even parents taking sides.
Yeah, that's it.
because you are financially stable and the other one is not.
And to
So
be honest, when it comes to financials, there's no equal treatment because
it's normal.
it's normal, but it's wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's tricky with money.
Okay, when it comes to that, I wouldn't say it's good or bad, but it just happens. Imagine we are a family of six, right? And then there's financial contribution that is required. You're going back and forth. Is the parent going back and forth? And they know there are two people, or they know there's one person with money. I can just call and say we have this problem at home, and after a few minutes, money is sent. You would feel like the parents are taking sides, or they are consulting the one with money because you don't have.
That's true, and that's what happens actually. But as a parent now, as a parent, you actually need to sit down and see what you're actually seeding within the family. Because the issue with money is very tricky. What is important? Holding a family together or actually having a family that's fragmented because of finances.
But do you remember that example? All right. Do you remember Gogo saying, um, there's this uncle who's in Canada, and then he just sends man for Mbeu and all.
Yes,
Then he visits in December with the family. Gogo say, Musaba page bag, Ngawa go Mbeu. They just sent Mbeu without them coming to actually do the work. You know,
that's an old age issue.
is it old age?
Yes, you cannot hold someone who's that old against the thing she does. You cannot.
Isn't that crazy?
No, the person is old, and we have to understand here so much. You cannot be holding an older person accountable for those things. We all know when you and stuff. So, guys, we have a few notes on how to cope with these things. We have the New Year's Eve coming soon. So, you have to know your pain. You have to know yourself first. Do you perform well under pressure or not?
Is it pressure? Can we use it as pressure?
Yeah. All right, fine. What did I do here? So, we need to set this up straight between pressure and motivation, right? So, on pressure, right, we have things like clothes, cell phones, outings. What else can we put on that? Those things that make it seem like a person has made it in life when in actual fact they haven't. Right?
Is it actual fact?
Pictures, yes. Because there are people who have nice things of this car, of these things. I mean, pictures, cell phones, clothes, right? But they do not have a good income basis. They do not have
What about to
they do not
those?
have a place to stay, their own place to stay, a house. They don't have those things. I don't know
Okay,
if you can put a car on this side or we should put it this side, but a car is a liability. It goes this side.
all right.
So now
I'm
we have to
thinking,
separate those things. So if it's pressure, we're going with cell phones, clothes, pictures, outings, right?
is that pressure, my guy? All right, yes, it can be pressure, but if we put it in a way like you get your bonus by end of year, you
Yes,
think, okay, I was using iPhone 6. Let me
yes.
just upgrade a little bit.
Thank you.
Can we put that as pressure?
Wait, to you that's not pressure, right?
It's not.
What about to me now? Uh, If I try to make it to another phone just because you have another phone,
You're actually doing it.
that's pressure to me.
But you're actually doing it.
That's
I upgraded my phone and you said you want the exact phone.
that's pressure to me.
Why didn't you buy it yourself before buying it for me?
It's now an asset. We need a very good phone for the podcast. Yes, So you have to understand that part. So now, a person should learn to live within their means, their own lane, and separate meaningful things from those that are not meaningful. Because obvious, if you get to see nice pictures of someone on holiday, you're going to be, wow, I need to try this. But you're not at that level yet.
I'm just wowing and just scrolling to another status.
Seriously?
As for me, yes, I'm doing that.
Ah,
My friends are out right now. None of
okay,
my friends is in Zimbabwe. They
okay,
are on holidays.
okay. I already get it. Okay.
But did I even tell you?
There's no need to tell me because you know you have a hot-headed husband who's going to say
No,
no.
no.
We're not
I
doing
don't
that
I
now.
don't do things because of pressure, you know that. But I'm just saying my friends are out. But I didn't even mention it because I don't even care. If
Okay.
you want to put it as if I also want to go.
We are having a discussion here.
Yes. But then how can I say I want to go there knowing that it's probably half of our savings account?
You see, that's why I'm saying people should actually learn when the festive season comes and when they
That
go to
doesn't mean
family
we should
meetings.
not go out.
You see now?
Yes, because you say because I want us to go out, it means I'm just doing it out of pressure. No, we need to have some air.
Okay, but what are we saying? People should actually learn to say no. You know, there are those guys who cannot say no. I was going to give an example, but he's not going to like it. It's so tough for him to say no, 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 no. It's not that he will be under pressure, no, but it's just because he's a good person by nature. But actually, people should learn to say no. We're not doing this.
But people take it as if someone is rude. I personally say no if I don't want something.
That's good. You
But then
really
you
know that.
say it, you see it as if I'm rude.
No, because we'll be saying, okay, do you know what happens during the festive season? One of our guys comes at the gate with the car. Oh, guys, can we go out? We'll be just going to this place, and because of the holidays, you end up at place number C after A, B, C. Do you know that? So if you can say no,
But when it comes to you, I wouldn't say you say no.
I'll say no
The last time there was a brand new car outside, it was around midnight, and you came here like, baby, dress up. We need to go for.
for a joyride.
I was like, dude, it's past midnight. I'm actually sleepy, and you want? We can see the car tomorrow.
Come on, no, I actually never say that.
You
I come
did.
and see the car.
You did. You did. We just probably 5-10 minutes into your back home. And it's like, no, dude, it's midnight. I don't want to go.
You just showed
We
signs
also
there. Yes,
we also had a scenario. It was festive, I think. We're supposed to go to Family 24, and to me, it's far. People will be drunk and oh. I was like, no, me, maybe I can just go home and wait for you. You remember?
family 24.
Yes.
We actually haven't spent a New Year's Eve.
We were supposed to go there, and then I said no.
And did we go there or we didn't?
We didn't because most of the votes ended up coming to my side.
Okay. So what are you actually saying about
What
that?
I'm saying is, you yourself hardly say no
I do say no.
in situations where you don't even want yourself.
Yeah. How can I say no when I actually want to do something?
That's pressure now.
No. Out of all the people in this world, can you say I work under pressure?
Eh, eh.
Out of all the people
I
in this world,
wouldn't say it right now, but sometimes
I'm someone who's actually grounded.
no,
Serious.
not 100%.
Okay.
And also, it's something that people should also do. You can't be lazy throughout the year and then you start blaming people for spending their money during festive season.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Imagine we have people like me, we can do 2-3 jobs, right?
Mhm.
Throughout the year. Then it's festive. We say, let's relax and just chill out with family, spend, cry, eat, what. And you say it's pressure. Can we put it under pressure?
I actually told you about pressure. The things
Then
that
we have people who be saying
under pressure.
in January they are not working. February, March, up to probably September, October around there, they start working. And that few dollars they get, they want to upgrade therefore so that they look like they have.
But look what happens here. Every time a person gets a job, look what happens, right? It's not a very big job, it's not paying that much, right? The first things first, the majority of us, I actually fall into that bracket. Change cell phone, wardrobe, then we start going to other things.
I do understand that. But
Yes.
what I'm saying is, you are doing that during the festive season, yet you started working probably in October.
Yeah, it depends now with your load.
But allow
If you
those
don't have
people
a
that
family, you're actually
allow those people who were working hard throughout the year to spend their money in peace. If those who are going for holidays in Zanzibar, in Malaysia, around the world, let them spend their money. Those people were suffering throughout the year.
that's true. At the same time, you're saying if you don't fit into that bracket, if you actually not, you cannot afford to go there, you don't need to do that
Mm-hmm.
until you work hard to get to that level. Though we're having this conversation, there are people out there who have nothing actually to do, and people who have these jobs and side hustles who are actually never going to dream about that, but they're working hard.
It's now about what people want in resolutions. Imagine me, I can also have a resolution to say that by the end of 2025, I want to work hard so that I buy a car, which then I tick. I want to go to Dubai. Then comes December, I go to Dubai and you start judging me, saying I'm doing this for pressure and what.
No, we can always judge you. We don't have to stop because look here,
Please don't.
a stand in Dombosha will cost between 1.5 to 2.5. You can get a
Maybe
stand,
that person
and
have
now you're flying to Dubai
without a stand.
with nothing.
So
Ah, come on,
so
come
why
on,
did you buy a car first
come
before
on,
you even have your a
come
house
on.
for your own?
That doesn't make sense.
It does. Okay, I think that's all that we have.
Oh, you actually mentioning yearly resolutions. Can it be actually a good yearly resolution for a person to be flying out, or you need concrete
Yes.
resolutions, or depending on the level of life you are?
Yes, it is actually a good thing. I have a friend of mine who once told me that my resolution was to stay in a five-star restaurant, just hotel, I mean, just for a night, because I've suffered throughout my life. I was sleeping on the ground throughout my life. I didn't go to good schools. I was in the rural areas and all, right? And that guy was working, taking care of the family, paying school fees for the siblings and all. But he was saying every month I save this much. So that I don't remember the hotel that he told me. And I had to choose the room upstairs so that I see the whole of the place, the lights and all. That's the resolution. Even if you want to go outside the country, if you want to go to Zanzibar, that is very good. So I think if you are to do your resolutions, you need to just do things that are realistic,
Actually, I think
things that are achievable, things that you imagine. Okay, so do you know it doesn't cost much to go to Zanzibar? It doesn't cost much.
from my thinking, right? From my thinking, uh, in my own context,
Hmm.
I'm an average guy, an ordinary guy who does not have much. So I cannot put things like holidays and stuff on my yearly resolutions.
That's you.
And I actually think if I am to go there, right, it should be something very simple for me, something not so straining for me. So that
Hmm.
if I go and come back, I don't have to be worrying about a whole lot of things after working or achieving meaningful things that can sustain me for a couple of years.
But do you know that there are also people who will be judging you, saying that why did you buy a car first?
That happens, and that's very
A
true.
car is a liability. Why did you then buy two cars?
That's true.
So we should not judge people.
But actually, flying out can be a good thing depending with your level.
Exactly. So,
If you're actually having flying out in the holidays as a discussion, it means you're not yet there, and you need to accept that.
all right.
But as for me, I've said a few things. One of my this year's simplest resolutions is going to be consistent on the podcast. So we have to promise the guys are going to deliver an episode every week for the whole year. How many episodes are those? 14 times. 14. No, 4 episodes a month times 12 months. How many months are those? How many episodes are those? Are you doing the math?
You said how many episodes are we going to have?
Once a week for 12 months.
That's a lot.
Come on. 4 episodes a month. That's not, but I hope we're going to deliver that. And it's going to be the toughest thing is convincing you.
Yeah, it's tough because you know how I behave. If you do something to me and I'll say I won't do this anymore, I always do that.
So
So you
does
need
it mean
to
I'm actually going to have a full episode that we have to do alone, right?
maybe, maybe not. It depends with the way you behave.
But I just have to be myself. Because actually, no, yes, I want you to be here, right? But at the same time, I don't have to say or go with everything you say. No,
No,
that's actually never going to happen.
you were a sweet husband for 2 weeks so that you convinced me to do these things. Now I'm doing them, and now we are back to basics.
No, I actually said, I actually told you the other thing. I have two resolutions this year. This simple resolutions: consistency on the podcast and being a better partner, being a better father, being a better friend, and all those things. So that I actually focus on myself because I've realized something. The only person I can control in this world, it's me. That's the only person I can control. So I'll be a good one. Trust me.
I don't trust too much,
Trust me.
but I'll just give you a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to you achieving those two resolutions. But then, before we wrap it up, you said we should talk about,
Finances.
okay,
Okay, that's a very tricky issue and a serious one because sometimes you try and hide from the truth, right? Like we were saying earlier, animal ndiye mkuru. Oh, okay, that brings me to the case you asked the other day. Could you have someone who goes to work and at the end of the day she has to give all the money to the husband so that she'll be given money for the hairdo and other things,
which
clothes,
can come after 3 months.
etc. Right.
She'll be struggling with the braids around there. People will be saying, please do your hair, do your hair. And after 3 months, she gets $20. She'll be very happy. She'll be very happy.
That's a bad thing on another note and a good thing on another note.
That's
Now we take
that's
it.
abuse because
Look here.
if she's doing that wholeheartedly and no complaints at all, that's very good. But then now the problems comes when she say, I've suffered. I can't even send money to my parents because my husband is keeping everything that I earn.
Yes, that's a bad note. But the other
It
women,
is.
the other women on the other side, men actually complain. If I give you money for groceries, right? They go to whichever shop, okay, Pick and Pay, and you look at the quality of groceries they bring. They bring biscuits. They bring, I mean, the good for nothing things that do not last the family for a month. And again, the person comes to you, we need A, B, C, D in the house. But you actually got the money for the groceries.
How much will you give her?
It's not about how
Because we
much,
have a
it's about how
toddler, we
much
need biscuits, right? We need snacks for a toddler
a whole trolley with nothings.
without even cooking oil.
People do that.
That's you
People good
giving
thing.
me too
People do
much.
that.
Yes, yes.
So the guys who do that at the end of the day, they face some issues to do that. Sometimes they don't just start doing that. So we get to a case of okay, fine. Uh, we have the lady bringing in more money in the house, right, than the husband. Good. Naturally, a woman is not. What can I say? How do I put it? Is not meant for that. but it gets to happen that way, right? Number one, there's never going to be peace in that house
Why?
because the husband, you're not going to be seen as man enough. Because we have
No.
two types here. Look, we have two types here. We have those guys who will be actually doing their work, who are disciplined financially, right? But the ladies just got blessed or lucky and they tend to get more, right? Then we have guys who will be drinking alcohol out with the ladies' cars, right? Bailing them out. Like the other time, I had to tell you, one of my workmates, she actually left money for gas, $10 for the husband to go and buy gas. And what did the husband do in 10? The wife came back when the husband came back home. The husband was drunk. Where's the money? He used it for alcohol. That's a different case. Now we have a case in which everything being equal, both guys are going to work, but it happens the lady is outperforming the husband financially. In other ways, in actual fact, there's not going to be peace in that house.
The husband needs to pull up.
There's not going to be, what can I say, peace in that house. Uh, that's actually a dead marriage. It's actually a time bomb.
We also have husbands who don't even appreciate the efforts of the wives.
Okay.
The wives will be doing even more, but then a thank you for helping us stand. I know we are facing challenges. I'm facing challenges, but you are trying and you are also helping us to go. Thank you from a husband. You don't get that. We have
Compliments.
I think I was telling you about one of my workmates, I won't say names, was saying that I'm the one who's going to work. I don't complain or anything. But I find the husband sleeping without cooking, cleaning. Even a cup of coffee that I made in the morning is still on the table. But because I'm a wife, I'm supposed to clean, I'm supposed to cook, I'm supposed to do everything after a long shift at work. And then a husband won't even say, thank you.
Okay, I get that part.
We have husbands.
And I'm actually not supporting husbands all the way because you're saying probably you both go to work or you're not going to work, right? Naturally, the society will tell you no to dishes, no to A, B, C, D, and stuff. But as for me,
But yes,
no.
to you not going to work as the man.
As for me, I'm saying, let's say you have gone to work and you're coming back in the evening and I'm home. I cannot actually starve myself because I'm waiting for you to clean the dishes when you come back. I cannot do that because I've been doing these things before marriage. At home, I have been doing dishes, my clothes, I'll do all of that, cleaning the house. So if you're not here, personally, as for me, I'm not going to starve. I'll do the dishes, I'll cook for both of us, right?
That's you. I'm giving an example of
Yeah,
someone who's
then
doing
I'm
that.
just telling you. Now it gets to happen. Okay, fine. You know, these things actually need change. You get to a point where the husband is earning more, right?
Hmm.
And things are stable.
And the wife cannot even say, thank you, my husband. I'm not going to work, but you're taking care of us.
Then the odds change. The wife starts to earn more, and the husband is probably grounded or not matching the standards. There is a challenge big time.
But isn't it that if a husband sees that the wife is pushing more, they can also he can also pull up the socks. You remember the issue that you were telling me about? Someone was saying to the wife earning 20,000, resign. But instead of saying, okay, if you get that 20,000, let's open a business with 10 to 15,000, right? Then you can resign. We focus on this. It's a family, and now they will be know the wife is earning more than the husband.
Having such a mindset is a blessing. Having such a mindset is a blessing.
I'm actually a blessing, by the way.
Is a blessing. Now we are coming back to the issues of control and power. Because most men will actually think, and it's the fact, guys, your monies are not our monies, but our monies are for everyone else.
I think men just feel intimidated by women doing better than them.
That's not intimidation, actually.
That is.
There is no peace actually.
It's
Do
not
you
peace
know?
because men will
Do
not be put. You know, there's
the society is
one of
designed
my
for men
to work.
to do better and work, but now things are changing.
Things have changed.
Yes,
That's good.
and you're failing to accept that fact again.
I have a friend who once said, "Do you know that my husband is going to work, earning even just equally the same with here?" But I've noticed that I'm the one who's now taking care of my husband. I don't remember the last time he paid rent, the last time he bought groceries, the last time he bought anything for the kids. It's because you just come home and see everything is saved, food is there, the rent is paid, and all. Then that's when she realized, okay, this husband now I have a girlfriend because he doesn't do anything. He knows that because I go to work, I will have everything covered. So what I'm saying is,
So it always ends
if
up with that case. But we
it
have different
does,
cases. What if, okay, fine, the
it
husband is
does.
earning less, right? And he's pushing, and actually, you actually know that, okay, you have all the access to the cash in your hands. That's a different case again. Do you
It's
know that?
it's a different case, but what I'm generally saying is, as a man, men should man up. We should not use it as, yes, in the today's world, we have people who are trying. We have people trying to make sure they get a dollar, they get something, whether they're working a stable job or not. Do you know the time that we go to work, we see drivers and conductors, they're already in the streets. They are looking for what? They are looking for money. They are trying. Mawindi, they are already in the streets. They are trying. And we have someone who will be saying, okay, I'm just waiting for me to get a formal job and start doing things.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. There's a difference between actually going to work. Imagine a woman working in a bank earning to 1,000 a month, and that person is dating a combi driver, right?
Hmm.
Good. No matter how much this guy pushes, no matter how much he pushes, no matter how much disciplined he is, he's not going to match the wife's salary.
But do you know how many guys
So we're actually,
who are driving the combis? We have projects in the rural areas. I know one of our combi drivers back then. He was driving one of the combis, right? But he later on resigned. I think when I was in Form 6, he was saying because of the driving job, he managed to start a project, ended up buying his own car and buying another combi for himself, and he's in the same business, but he was a driver. Now it's all about mentality
and those are some of the few cases we have.
of
But,
people with brains
and it takes what? Patience. Because
and brains.
how many years is it going to take for the person to buy his?
It's all about the brains.
Yes, but do you understand the
The
aspect
line
of
of
time?
thinking, the line of thinking. Okay, you can be the one doing this. You can employ someone to do the job, and that person can do that. All right, I have someone
Wait.
that I
Look here.
saw on
Wait,
Facebook.
look here. Look. We are not saying there are men who are actually working for someone. They do better that side. They start doing their own things. They are there, right? Good. We are taking it down to the marriage perspective here.
Hmm.
Good.
That's why I'm saying
Good.
to the marriage
You can
perspective, it's
actually
all about the mindset.
listen here. The point is, we have so many guys we can mention we have worked their way up in life, but we're giving this example in context of the marriage situation, right? A wife earning more than the husband.
We cannot put that as a problem.
It's actually a challenge on its own.
it's
Why?
actually an opportunity
You
for
guys are
both.
not designed to endure that way.
Yes, but now it's
You see now.
happening. What then do we do?
Good. What then do we do? Are you going to be patient enough to wait for the project all along? Or else you're going to say, okay, he's bringing this much. Okay, I'll just get to give 200 at home and about 800. I'll do the other things on my side with my other families.
Is 200 sufficient for the upkeep of the family first?
Now we have to understand these things. There's no one size fits all. For 200, there are people who actually survive on that, and that's all their salary. So you get to understand that case. So at the end of the day, yes, people go to work, people have side hustles, right? But in each and every aspect, you have to understand as long as the woman is earning more than the husband, right? And those people are not actually blessed to sit down and say, okay, how do we handle this situation?
That's what I
At the
was
end of the
saying when I
day,
was giving you
that
that
marriage is actually not going to work.
if in this era that we are in, we cannot base on that. Look at people in the UK, how they are surviving. Sometimes it's the wife who's earning more, even right here in Zimbabwe.
We have a case
The
of those,
example,
most of those marriages in the UK. What's happening?
it's because of the men who are lazy.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no, no,
yes,
no,
yes. You
no.
know the scenario that
Look,
we
look, look. If you earn more, right, you just end up saying, I am lazy, but I'm actually working. Do you get
lazy
that
was a
point?
strong one.
Do you
But
get that point?
all right, the
Right.
point that I wanted
You
to
cannot just accept that fact of a woman doing more. So those guys will actually say, okay, the woman is now earning more. Stop going to work. Or a divorce comes the way.
it's because the husbands will be feeling intimidated and they end up fighting. What I was saying when you were saying blessed enough to sit down, men and women, and discuss. I was giving you the example that you told me about someone who's earning 20K, and the husband would say, "Stop going to work so that I just provide." Probably is getting $200 to $500. And I'm saying that if there is a case, mind you, these people are in love. There is love between them, with or without money. Wait, people can actually sit down, like what you're saying. You are getting 20K, I'm getting $200 or $500. Can we start a project, a business for our own? How many people are in the banks? How many people are in business, but they have their own businesses? Then you sit down and say, all right, let's start a business with 15K. You start a business, and that business is now ours. We start getting money. You start getting money, and you don't feel intimidated anymore.
So I'm actually saying it's a blessing. But anyway, we can never actually work our way around these issues because they happen in a very different context. But
But in the Bible,
Jesus, Jesus, who is quoting the Bible today? Just because it suits you.
no,
Okay, go ahead.
no. In the Bible, it was written. It's
Man.
actually a sin for women to provide for.
Okay, then we're actually going to say, okay, since it's a sin,
Isn't
women need to
it?
stop going to work so that we avoid having to sin. Good. You see, that can't happen.
Should I stop going to work?
If it's good for you, yes.
See who's talking.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.